Hey, so it's time to talk about step three of our process. We have already planned out our story with the 8 steps, and we drew the story. Again, the drawing doesn't have to be super detailed, but you need to expect what's going to be on the background. But when we have our at least one main character, so in this case, the character is Bob, we're going to have to actually draw that out. So it's no longer going to be a stick figure now. It's time for us to put a lot of effort and detail into our drawing. So if you'll notice the pattern over here with these two over here is that the character is facing straight towards the camera. There is nice color to it. And what happened is we could see that there's a shoulder over here. This would be where the elbow is. This is where the wrist is. This is like the hip bone. This is the knee bone. All of these things can then be animated because when we upload this later, that's what you're going to have. So I'm showing to the camera right now. We have a little Chewbacca-like character. Notice how the arms are spread out to the side and the legs are separated as well. So please make sure that all of that has happened. You can see with this character over here, she did a really good job. The legs weren't separated, but then she made it so that they were separated. All of this is important to be able to animate this later. So make sure that you do that. If you have multiple characters you want to animate, or you just want multiple different characters to be shown on there, you don't necessarily have to animate them all, but you want to see them on the character, draw them all on the same page, make them a little bit smaller. I'm going to upload all of these pages and the whole class together, hopefully, ideally in one document. And then you can go and screenshot them later. When you go to screenshot, you would hold Control, Shift, and the button that's above number 5. And then that will, or 6, I forget which one it is, one of those two. But that will let you create a screenshot, and then you have that image right over there. So that's how that's going to work. And that's the next step that you're going to do.